Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Now, part of moving house is deciding what makes it onto the truck and what doesn't. This motherboard CPU combo is possibly the weakest piece of hardware I own, with the onboard 1.05 GHz E1 2150 dual-core laptop processor and HD 8210 graphics pumping out a magnificent 3 frames per second in CSGO. Newer AAA games will just give up entirely. I doubt the ability to count the frames of most games on a snake's fingers is selling this hardware to you, and that's exactly why I think I won't be able to sell it for money to anyone else. Basic usage is actually fine for the most part, though even with Windows 10 installed on an SSD, there will be some system hangs and freezes. This might happen when you're trying to install drivers, opening Device Manager to check that you are in fact using this hardware and not in the middle of a nightmare, or trying to simply recycle an unwanted text document. This system would certainly benefit from Linux or an older version of Windows, and it actually fares a lot better under Windows 7. While we're on, what is happening now? Oh my goodness, what is going on? Look away if you're sensitive to flashing images. I was only typing the script. As I was saying, while we're on the subject of positives, this hardware does support 4K output, which is nice, and that could definitely be useful to someone, I'm sure. So at this point, I'm wondering what we could actually do with this thing, and all of a sudden, a thought occurred. Remember the old Can It Run Minesweeper meme? Well, today we're going to put that question to the test. This can't really run anything else, so surely Microsoft's Minesweeper can be played with ease. Minesweeper has changed a bit these days. It has to be obtained separately through the Microsoft Store. The problem I have with this is that my computer is struggling to run the Microsoft Store. But as the old saying goes, those who wish to enjoy the fruits of their labour must first endure a lot of lag and a surprising 110 megabyte download. It goes something like that. Look at this. I mean, we've even got achievements now. Alright, so jumping into the normal game mode, and it's clear that this is putting our CPU through some serious work, but things are staying pretty solid. If I knew Minesweeper looked this good and played this well, I'd have reinstalled it months ago. Now, a solid 60 FPS isn't going to be doable, I'm afraid, and there are certainly a few little drops as we reveal the numbers, but nothing too significant. Well, still pretty solid and playable overall. Next up, it's time for the new Adventure mode. I had no idea Minesweeper had evolved into such a fleshed out title. Look at this. Now, we are a little worse for wear, frame rate wise, but all in all we're hitting the high 40s, low 50s, so it's not too shabby with the E-series processor. Now, I've either got the brain of a young child, or this is actually a pretty decent game these days, and not only that, but my system, which can barely run the operating system itself, is taking this like a champ. This motherboard bundle is definitely going on the removal truck. That's all there really is to this video. As you could probably tell, I'm moving this week, so I haven't really had time to sit down and make a longer video or more videos in general, but I thought I'd take another quick look at this thing before I do have to pack everything up and move out. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, leave a like down below. Leave a dislike if you didn't. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and hopefully I'll see all of you in the next one, whenever that might be.